What's going on, guys? It's your boy and the Matrix. I'm trying to use my new little USB-C mic on my phone. Okay, let me flip it. So, guys, so you're trying to escape America, but you need a game plan. You need a game plan. And it's actually really not that difficult. Actually, really not that difficult. The only thing that might get in our way, is that U.S. government, the American government is going to try to put some policy, some stupid shit to try to prevent you from leaving the country. So, and that's what they're going to do. One of the reasons why the American government is like, increasing prices, making everything so expensive is that so that you will be so broke that you can't leave. It's modern day slavery, literally. But if you use this game plan, I am going to tell you, you'll be able to save enough money to escape America. So pay attention, okay? Because I've been out of the country, okay, and I have a pretty good idea what to do. I have spoken to people, and I have friends outside of the country who have successfully left America for years, and they haven't been back. So you need a game plan. So you need to save at least $10,000. Now, you're probably thinking, $10,000? I got credit card debt. I got all this shit. Okay, well, if you have debt, well, you should pay off your debt before you start saving. Let's put it that way. So I guess this is for the people that have finished paying off their debt. If you have credit card debt, finish paying that off. You got student loan debt, finish paying that off, because you don't want to be overseas and still owe money to the American government. So once you're done paying your debt, your credit card, student loans, whatever, watch this video. Right, watch this video. $10,000. Okay, now you can do this within a year or a year and a half. A year or a year and a half, even if you're making minimum wage. So the minimum wage in a lot of states in America right now is $15. In California, I think it's 15 or 20 bucks, easy. In New Jersey, is $13. I think in like many states it's like $12, $13, right? You can do it. The only thing you have to do is, number one, lower your rent. How do you lower your rent? If you're paying rent out the ass, which most people nowadays have roommates, go back to live with your parents, live with 2, 3 roommates, or you can go on Craigslist, or you can go on, I think it's roomies.com, and rent a room for $500 a month. All right, rent a room for $500 a month, and cut as many expenses as you can. So instead of driving a car, if you can walk to work, then walk to work. So that way you don't spend money on gas, you don't spend money on fixing your car. Take the bus, take the train, take whatever you can. If there is no other choice, if there's not a good bus lane or like train system, transportation system where you live, then use your car, but be mindful of your spending, and be mindful that if something happens to the car, you're gonna have to fix it. Personally, I have learned to fix my own car. I changed my own oil. I changed my own brakes. That helps. So step one, lower your rent. So go live with roommates. Go live with mom and dad. Sleep in the basement. Try to go as cheap as you can. Tell your best friend, hey, I will help you pay your rent. All I want is a small room to sleep in. So I will sleep in your freaking closet for $300, $400 a month. I will not say anything. I will not bother anything. I'm just going to go to work, come home, eat, take a shit, take a shower, read my Bible, pray, and that's it. You're not going to hear from me much. Lower your expenses as much as you can. So we already said about the car. If you do not need to drive to work, walk to work. Or carpool. Pay somebody $20 or something to take you to work. Expenses. If you're paying $80 a month for your phone, get Mint Mobile. Get one of those cheap phone plans like Mint Mobile, right? I got Mint Mobile, which is like $15 a month, $20 a month. You know, it saves me a lot of money. I got 5G internet connection on my phone. Um, Groceries. Everybody knows that groceries are through the roof nowadays. So you don't want to sacrifice your nutrition, you know, your vitamins and minerals, but you do want to eat things that are low cost, yet very nutritious and at a budget. So one of the easiest way, I'm Latino, rice, potatoes. All you got to do is add some salt, look up some recipes on YouTube. You can put mayonnaise on your potatoes. You can make your own sauce to put on your rice. Eggs, eggs and chicken. I know beef is kind of expensive, but if you go to Aldi's, right? If you go to Aldi's, you can find affordable meat. You can find beef for like $5, chicken for like $5, $6, right? So there's still a way. There's still a way to get affordable, you know, affordable food. Aldi's is one of the best places. That's like the cheapest place for groceries and natural. They got natural options too. So keep that in mind. Drink more water, right? Instead of having like 5 different juices, like buy orange juice and water, orange juice and water. Orange juice tends to be like the most affordable juice. Also, lemonade. Lemonade also tends to be one of the most affordable juice options. So orange juice, lemonade, water, right? We're trying to keep our costs low, man. We're trying to keep our costs low. So you're gonna be eating rice, potatoes with salt and mayonnaise, and eggs and chicken. Put some seasoning on that. Get an air fryer for $40. You're ready to go, bro. Also, one of the easiest things to eat that's still nutritious and keep you running throughout the day is sandwiches. Buy loaves of bread, bro. Get yourself some bread for $5, $6 a loaf. Cut that shit up. Put ham and cheese and mayonnaise or butter on that. You're gonna eat that every single day for breakfast. So this does not sound very fun. This does not sound very fun. But guess what? Guess what? If you keep your costs low, you'll be able to save a lot of money, right? So we got lower the rent, transportation, food, right? And then of course, there might be some bumps on the road, like maybe you gotta go to the doctor, right? So try to keep that in mind. This is laser focus. Everything that you do is going to be focused on saving and escaping. Saving and escaping. Saving and escaping. Two things. You're focused on two things. Everything you do, from what you eat, from where you live. Remember, the purpose of you being there, the purpose of you eating that is so that you can save a lot of money and get the heck out. Okay? Now let's do the math. Let's say you're making minimum wage. I'm gonna say $15 an hour, right? $15 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. I recommend working overtime. But on average, you're gonna be earning about $2,000 per month. Pretty good. And if you can lower your rent to 500, like with roommates, renting a room in somebody's house, renting a closet for you to sleep in, anything. Living with your parents with no rent, or just helping your mom with the electric bill and the cable bill or something like that. You're probably gonna only be spending like $500 a month in rent, right? If you do it this way, $500 a month. And then if you have to drive, you're probably gonna be paying, you're gonna be paying car insurance, gas. That's gonna be around, I'm gonna say another $200 per month, maybe more. So right now we are at 700. Groceries per month, try to keep it at $200 per month because it's just you, right? It's just one person. It's just you, right? Is Because it's just you, then you don't have to spend like $500-$600 a month like some families have to do. If it's just for yourself, drink a lot of water, eat rice, chicken, potatoes with mayonnaise and salt, and you're good to go. with bread, with bread and cheese. Make some, I don't know, a grilled sandwich, grilled cheese sandwich every morning, something like that, right? So if you keep your groceries at $200, right now we are at 900. Right, we're at 900, and you might want to after to release some stress, you might want to go out on the weekends, but keep it to a minimum. Maybe you want to, I don't know. I don't recommend going out to eat. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't recommend going out to eat. If you want to release stress, go for a walk at the park or do something that does not cost a lot, like just going out to get some ice cream for like $5, you know. And if you do it this way, so right now we are about you're making $2,000 a month. Right now you're like at 1,000 in expenses. So that leaves you at about $1,000 in pocket money, right? $1,000 in pocket money. You should save $900. Save $900 out of that every single month. Every single month, every single month, every single month. You're gonna be saving 900, 900, 900, 900, 900. Right? So if we multiply 12 months, 1 year, right? 12 months times $900 a month, that's over $10,000. That's over $10,000. In 1 year, you can save $10,000 and escape America if you do it this way. And then when you leave, all you got to do is buy a one-way plane ticket to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Philippines, wherever you want to go, right? A one-way plane ticket. And if you live in California, flying to Asia is going to be super easy. If you live in in the New York area, the East Coast, New York, Florida, it's going to be a little more pricey. Still doable, but pricey. Right? So, yeah, so buy a one-way plane ticket. You can find one if you're living in the California area, like California, Washington, or if you live in Vancouver, Canada, that area, that side of the continent, you can get a flight to Asia for like $500. That's nothing. Now, once you save your $10,000, guess what? You have an entire year. But see, that $10,000 can actually last you about 2 years. If you're in Cambodia, much better. If you're in Thailand, Vietnam, it can last you like 2 years. So you have about 2 years, maybe a year and a half, to come up with a game plan as to how you're going to make money on the internet, how you're going to generate an income so that you can stay in that country and stay out of America, right? Also keep in mind, also want you to keep in mind that when you're in America or in a Western country, when you're there, you want to you're going to be saving, but you're also going to be planning, right? You're going to be planning, you're going to be watching YouTube videos, maybe buying some Kindle books, so Amazon Kindle books and reading, but there's also a lot of information out there on YouTube. There's a lot of really, really good, YouTube channels on traveling expenses. I know in Cambodia, you can live for like $600, $500 a month. Right. And so in Vietnam, you can get a room, like a studio for like $150 a month. Right. Food is very cheap. Transportation is very affordable. Right. And remember, when you go to these countries, you're not there to party. Maybe you can date around a little bit, but you're not there to party. You're there to stay out of America. Right. Now, some people are going to say, oh, well, it's going to be lonely. It's going to be lonely living outside of America. Well, most of you are lonely in America. So what does it matter? Most of you are loners in America. You barely have any friends. Okay. You're working 2-3 jobs. Right. You're working 2-3 jobs. So you really don't have time to make friends. Right. And if you're a single mother, you spend a lot of time by yourself. If you're a man in America, if you're like a Gen Z or millennial in America, most likely you're single and you haven't had a girlfriend in a long time. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just trying to help you build a mentality. I'm trying to help you build this mentality, right? Build a mentality, bro. Build a mentality. This mentality is gonna help you get out. Because some people are gonna tell you, "Oh, what are you gonna do when you move to Thailand or Cambodia or the Philippines? You're gonna be alone." Well, I'm alone here in America. I don't have any wife and kids. What do I have to lose? If I move over there, I'll also be lonely, but I'll be lonely affordably, and I'll have God. I will have God with me. Have Jesus Christ. Think about that. So again, $10,000. You can do this in 1 year. In 1 year, 12 months, you can save $10,000. I promise you. And when you build the discipline to save this amount of money, what you can do financially after that is absolutely incredible. Trust me. Okay, you're building a financial muscle here, where you're delaying gratification. You're delaying gratification so that you can live a more comfortable lifestyle later. So you're gonna be uncomfortable living in America, and then 12 months later, you're gonna be living so much better. You're gonna thank yourself. You're gonna look at yourself. You're gonna be like, damn, I actually did this. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. I did this. Thank you for giving me the strength, God. Wow. So stay focused. You can do it. Everybody wants to get out of America. Or if you're in Canada, United Kingdom, America, I don't. Are people leaving Germany and France? I don't know if people are trying to leave Germany and France, but you know, I know a lot of people are moving to Spain. But anyways, yeah. So that is the game plan. $10,000, 12 months. Lower your expenses. I know it's getting hard to lower your expenses, but try. Just try. If you have an apartment, get rid of your apartment and move with your parents. If you have a car and you have to drive to work 30 minutes, find a way to get there without your car. Okay, like you wake up an hour earlier and try to walk to work. You'll save a lot of money, and you do cardio. Just start searching for solutions to cut your expenses. Cut your expenses and keep as much money as possible. Remember, this is for your future. This is for your future. We're doing this, okay? America is a falling state. It is. America's on its last few legs, man. And with this YouTube channel, I'm trying to help as many people get the heck out. You know, and I already got my game plan. Well, this is my game plan. I mean, I got other ideas too. I got other ideas as to how to live outside of America and stay out of America. But anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that you've gotten some ideas as to how to save money so that you can escape the matrix, because the modern day matrix is America, Babylon. Yeah, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. If you want to support the channel, click on my Ko-fi. I have a coffee link. You can go over there and donate some money to the channel. Thank you so much. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Share the video. Comment below. Everybody, thank you for watching. Godspeed.